just panicking. We knew that something like this was coming eventually. But a lot of this is being blown out of proportion. Hey, Sean, how are you? A lot of it's being blown out of proportion. A lot of it is merely there to strike fear in people. It's all a sleight of hands. Look what I'm doing over here while I'm picking your pocket over here, type thing. I just wanted to come on and tell everybody my personal opinion. You know, St. Patrick's Day. Yes, it is. My personal opinion. I wouldn't feed too much into what the social media is putting out there. They are fear mongers, is what it's considered. They're ones that benefit from another person's fear. I was watching videos earlier this morning, watching people in a store, literally, a few women were fist fighting over toilet paper. And you have people that are trying to buy up as much, thinking about people that can't buy any of this stuff. You know, they're in some of us that haven't made it to a store yet are going into these stores to empty shelves, and we have, maybe because I have a lot of different things that don't have to be toilet paper. Anyway, the carnival shut down, obviously. Everybody in the industry, there's not a show out there. I heard somebody say something about people looking for jobs. All the carnies that were looking for jobs, and that's the only reason why I looked it up myself. I'm not looking to go work for a different show or anything well, at least not right now. I'm not interested in it. But I looked it up any which way, and come to find out, there's absolutely no shows running at all. Yeah, I do have green on today. It's on my sock. See? There's green on my sock. I didn't know it was St. Patrick's Day until about 5 minutes ago.
Your daughter's birthday.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't putting two and two together. 2 and 2 wasn't adding a 4 this morning. I got to hang out with one of my brothers, one I haven't seen in 15 years. So, but anyway, yeah, the whole industry is shut down as far as carnival business. So, it kind of left us in a bad pinch because, you know, we were struggling, waiting on season to open up, knowing that we can do $600 a week on the show. And we had one terrible spot that there wasn't hardly anybody there. We walked away with very, very little cash at all. And we just got barely enough to get us maybe a week's worth of groceries. And got on on a family land outside of Macomb. I guess going back, it's kind of sort of off grid. You may as well say. Um, I was able to buy a basically an empty hull of a camper for $50. So we have that. So we're just kind of making a home out of it the best we can. But see, having the knowledge on how to take care of yourself in a situation like this has shown to be rather handy. You got so many out there that have no idea what to do. I got enough of peanut butter and bologna to last me a year. Oh, that sounds good. Peanut butter bologna right now. We got to go and get groceries. We got to get the absolute bare essentials. I don't really has two counts now. Take a guess. Anyway, get that right. Is there? Take them out of there. I don't want to deal with none of that. That's just nonsense. You know, you gotta look at something. Every single time it comes close to election year, there's always some great catastrophe. All right, and then if you look into, oh yeah, apple burgers good. You look into all the things that are going on around us, and everything is falling into place. You know, everything is moving forward to an alternative plan. I'm not sure exactly where this is going to lead to, but it doesn't look like it's going in a very good direction at all. And what's funny is when you look up all of the stats on it, you have a 3% chance. When you account for how many people is in the United States and how many people are affected, when they say 1,700 people affected compared to 300 something million people that live in the United States, it comes out to 0.001% of the people have the coronavirus. That is an actual lower percentage than the regular flu. You know, and being an election year on top of all of that, it just shows you that it's there to strike fear in the hearts of every single one of us Americans. I know it's getting bad in different places, but it doesn't matter how bad it gets. We're not supposed to worry or fear any of this. You know, God has his hands on the situation. Dinner. Ooh, corned beef sounds good. Anyhow, oh, Roger Gaines, how are you? But anyhow, so we went back over. I'm helping with the church across the street, hanging out with the preacher there, and then working on our trailer. Underdog is here. It's like Smurf Village in this place. Oh, what the name of Grimmer? Yeah, we're working on it. Let me see. See the camper on the other side of the boat? Yeah. Paid $50 for it. Can't complain there. There's a tree. A third single time. Anyway, we're out here. We're self quarantining, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So anyway, I guess we're kind of self quarantine. Yeah, it really sucked that they shut all the carnivals down. I mean, we were really expecting that to give us the boost that we needed to get everything situated. But everything happens for a reason. Don't know exactly what it is sometimes, but anyway, I assure y'all, buying into the fear is the worst thing you can do. I mean, you got people that are just like me. I can't even hardly go to a store around here because my allergies are kicked in, and somebody goes to thinking that it's the coronavirus or something, they'll throw a fit. That's why I sent Selena to the store. I wasn't even going. It's like, but it's just it has struck fear in so many people. It's just it's going insane, and the amount of people that are buying into this is just insane. They always have one of these right before election. Last time it was Mexicans coming across the border. They've always been coming across the border. I let that do that. They're coming have to have had the vaccine in order to be able to get a job, in order to be in a public area, in order to travel anywhere, any of that. They're talking about implicating all of these different things, and I'm sitting there back watching this, and I'm thinking, well, why are they doing this over something that is it's no greater threat than the common flu? And it dawned on me. I was like, this is one way to get control of the people. I've said it a million times over, and I'll say it a million times again. The government does not have our best interest in mind. They have nothing but how much money they can make and how many people they can make fear them is the only objectives they have. So if they can take this thing that has brought on so much fear with everybody, and they can take it and use it to be able to change all the guidelines, a a police state, uh, martial law type environment where they can control everybody, then they win. They can control everybody, then they win. And I've heard a lot of different theories, and some of them sound really about right. Population control, um, all of these different ideas. You know, thank you very much, Brandon's Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Thank you very much for the super chat. Preach it, brother. We're trying to. If the Bible describes the end times, uh, it describes it to be um, fear to be put in first, and then once the fear is put in, the people start trusting in man over God, which they're already doing. But then when we put all of our faith in man and not in God, then man is able to control us. See, God gives us a spirit of love and a spirit of understanding, but not a spirit of fear. Fear comes from the devil himself. That's why God hates a coward. God hates people not living in fear. Is not living in fear of what the government can do to you, or what the government can say about you, or you know. Even Jesus taught when he was walking this earth. He taught it in his actions. Christians will be persecuted all the time. They're continuously persecuted for their thoughts and for their the way they believe. And you know, it just seems to be happening more and more frequently, and it's going more and more towards leaning towards the understanding of man and not the understanding of God. So many fall short in that category, and I apologize if that sounds a little harsh, but it's true. When God says to cast your worries upon Him, or not to worry, or to be still and know that He is God, He says all of this for a reason. He doesn't want you to worry about what this world can do to you, or what the people in this world can do to you. You got to understand, we're here for a very short time on earth. Okay, if we have the faith of a mustard seed, we can move mountains. We can do great and powerful um, miracles. There's nothing that is out of our reach, but yet we're going to fear something that was man-made. Was It's just, it's showing that a lot of people don't have their faith in God. They have their faith in what they can see, what they can smell, and what they can touch, not in God, where it belongs. Your faith has to be strong, and it has to be with God, not with man. You can't trust man. Man is fallible. We all live in this simple flesh, and this simple flesh will do wrong. There's not a single person out here, there's not a single person in this room that can honestly say they do no wrong. And the reason for that is your simple flesh. That's why the Apostle Paul said, I die daily. You understand? You can't live in fear. You definitely cannot let this government steal our joy by instilling fear in our hearts over something that they say is going to happen, and that's not even their call. They're acting like God. Fun videos. Yeah, I miss all the good old days too. But it's looking dangerously like we're coming close to um, a biblical breakthrough. And, you know, my advice, my opinion, my advice, my prayer is that for any of you that is not a child of God, please look into it. Please start enjoy your day. Exactly right. And that's what's going on here. It is time to definitely be paid up and put your foot. Come on. I guess somebody didn't like what I had to say. They decided to mess up the internet for me. Yeah, they'd be alright. Anyway, like I said, just uh like I was saying, be very working, right? Good service here, unfortunately.